Good morning team, welcome to day 47 of your home workout. I hope everyone had an awesome weekend and get ready for an awesome start to your week. So today's focus is going to be an upper body and core. So grab yourself a mat or towel, 2 light objects and 1 medium object and some mini bands if you've got them. So let's have a fantastic start to your week, and don't forget to hashtag us in your videos and selfish hashtagging. I can, I will, and have an awesome start to your week, and I'll see you soon.
Time for your dynamic warm-up. This block is going to be 5 minutes of work with 5 exercises. All you're going to need is a yoga mat for this one. Ready to get to work, D?
Let's get warmed up.
All right, we're going to start with 1 minute of a cobra swing. You're going to lay down flat on your mat. You're going to start with your feet about hip width apart, those toes anchored to the ground. As you can see, Dee is placing her hands on the small of her back, shoulders nice and tall. You're going to raise that chest off the ground, full extension with the arms to reach out in front of you, back to the small of your back. This is going to work your shoulders as well as your lower back and core. Options here, you can always reduce your range of motion. Next up, we've got 30 seconds per side of a T-spine rotation. Dee has her hands stacked underneath her shoulders, knees stacked underneath the hips. Placing one hand behind the ear, elbow nice and wide, we're going to rotate at the midsection, trying to make contact with that planted hand. You've got 30 seconds per side. An option here, you can reduce your range of motion. Next up, we're going to warm up those ankles and hamstrings, crossing our right foot over the left, pressing through the ball of the left foot to raise the glutes into the air, elongating that hamstring, bringing that knee back down to the ground. Option here, you can always reduce your range of motion. You've got 30 seconds per side. Next up, 30 seconds per side of an iso hold plank bird dog. For this, you're going to extend your right arm out, left leg back, drawing your belly button to spine, squeezing your glutes to keep that core engaged. You're going to hold that for 30 seconds per side. An option here, use your own personal range of motion. Last but not least, you have 1 minute of a bear plank alternating shoulder tap. We're going to press through the balls of our feet, raising our knees just off the ground enough, belly button to spine to engage the core. Nice, slow, and steady, bringing that hand to your opposite shoulder. Option here, you can always drop your knees down to the ground, but make sure to keep that belly button drawn to your spine. You've got 5 minutes of work. Let's get warmed up.
Everybody wanna party, put your bottles where they should be, cause the party going on and on and on and on. You said to catch that rhythm, I wanna dance right with ya. Oh mama, oh my, oh mama, oh my. You start to drive me crazy, just say you'll be my baby. Oh mama, oh my, oh mama, oh, oh, oh. Oh mama, oh my, oh mama,
let's focus on your shoulders and your core for the next 8 minutes. We're going to have 4 different exercises that we're going to continue to repeat until time is called. Let's shoot for a minimum of 2 rounds. Now for this block, we are going to be kneeling, so make sure that you have a padded surface under your knees. Could be that towel or yoga mat like we've got, and you will need 2 objects that weigh roughly the same amount. We decided to grab our cans of beans out of the cupboard this morning, but if you've got something that weighs roughly 8 to 12 pounds, that would be great for this block. Let's get started with our first exercise. It's what's called a half get-up. Now, there are 4 different parts to this movement that you want to think about as you're working through it. Start by laying flat on the ground. You're going to slide your heel into your glute. Whatever hand has one object, that's the knee that's bent. Your opposite leg is out straight. Now, think about a punch and crunch to get started. Stack that can of beans directly over your shoulder. Your opposite arm is out at a 45-degree angle, and as you watch John, he's going to punch towards the ceiling, landing on that elbow first, and then continuing all the way up to the palm of his hand, still that straight line down to that shoulder. Roll your way down nice and slow. So find your elbow first, and then roll 1 vertebrae at a time. Punch and crunch up to that palm, and then elbow, and roll back down. Your option, get rid of that can of beans and simply work through body weight only. You've got 12 on one side, 12 on the other. Your second exercise is called a half kneeling around the world. Grab both of those objects, 1 in each hand. Then we're going to get into that half kneeling position. Front knee directly over top of that ankle. Feet are still hip width apart. And then from here, you're going to draw a half circle with both of those arms, meeting those objects together at the top, and then returning back down to those hips. So full range of motion with those shoulders. Your option here, you reduce your range of motion if you need to, and you can always lighten up the objects that are in your hands. Feel free to do it body weight as well. 6 on one side, then switch those legs, 6 on the other. Your next exercise, back to that core work, we've got our bear plank to a kick through. So hover above the ground just about 1 to 2 inches, curling your toes under, again, space underneath your knees, hips over knees. And now, John, let's kick 1 leg through to the opposite side. So we're crossing under that body, return back, reset, before you kick that opposite leg through. Your option here, you keep both hands planted on the ground and simply bring knee to the back of that wrist. We have 1 more exercise. Got to get back into that half kneeling position. This time we only need 1 can of beans. Single arm shoulder press to stand. So full body movement here. From here, press up, hold it there, keeping that arm nice and straight. Now drive through that front heel, stand up, and then from here, you're still keeping that straight line. Come back to that knee, then return back to your shoulder. So press, stand, keep it there, come back down to the ground, and then return back to your shoulder. Your option, you can grab a lighter object, or you can simply work through your shoulder presses. You've got 12 on one side, 12 on the other. 8 minutes of work. Let's get to it. About to get started, I'm feeling the groove. Somebody let's
party get naughty, I do what I do. So baby shake it, I wanna take it, and I'm all over you. Drinking, smoking, everybody move. It's on, baby, go crazy, everybody hit the floor. We on an adventure, maybe we'll get so hazy till the morning shows the light. No, I can't get enough, you know I hold it down. The music steady playing, listen to the sound. And I'ma drop a couple stacks, do it like that when I come around. So just raise your hands to the sky. You know we're feeling so alive. And we got that money, got that money, got that. So just take your place, feel the vibe. You know we're feeling so alive. And we got that money, got that money, got that. Put your hands to the sky. Yeah, we got that money, got that money. Yeah, we got that money, got that money. It's about to get started, I'm feeling the groove. Somebody let's party, get naughty, I do what I do. So baby shake it, I wanna take it, and I'm all over you. Drinking, smoking, everybody move. It's on, baby, go crazy, everybody hit the floor. We on an adventure, maybe we'll get so hazy till the morning shows the light. Now I can't get enough, you know I hold it down. The music steady playing, listen to the sound. And I'ma drop a couple stacks, do it like that when I come around. So just raise your hands to the sky. You know we're feeling so alive. And we got that money, got that money, got that. So just take your place, feel the vibe. You know we're feeling so alive. And we got that money, got that money, got that. Put your hands to the sky. Yeah, we got that money, got that money. Yeah, we got that money, got that money.
During the next 5 minutes, we're gonna focus on elevating our heart rate to strengthen our heart and to boost our mood. We're gonna focus on 40 seconds of work followed by 20 seconds of rest for a total of 5 rounds, equating to 5 minutes. All right, so what we're going to do is a broad jump to a shuffle. Our standing set position is going to be with our feet a little bit wider than hip width apart, standing up nice and tall with our shoulders down and back. From here, we're going to sink down heavy on our heels in a half squat, explosively jump our feet as far forward as we can, staying heavy in our heels, stepping 4 steps back as we shuffle and resetting at the top. 40 seconds of work, 20 seconds of rest, 5 total rounds. Let's have some fun.
Quite some time. It's gonna be a very long night, and I got everything, so now I feel right. If you're ready, then let us party for the night. If you're ready to have an awesome time, I'm ready, so let's party for the night. If you're ready to have an awesome time, I'm ready, so let us party for the night. Bottles and bottles and bottles, I'm popping some bottles and more, doing the most. How can I stop when I'm going? As long as it's green, I'ma go. Let us get low, partying like I'm the host, all white like I'm a ghost. Just so you know, I am the life of the party. I'm so bright, I can just glow. Feel so good when you alive, tasting the airs, I breathe in the night. Let's take a flight, we can go high, Vegas to Cali or even Dubai. Don't ask why, just say yeah. Anywhere that you can think of, we there. Facing our fears as we go on this ride. Loving this life, I'm ready for the night. I'm ready tonight. We've been hanging on for quite some time. It's gonna be a very long night, and I got everything, so now I feel right. If you're ready, then let us party for the night. If you're ready to have an awesome time, I'm ready, so let's party for the night. If you're ready to have an awesome time, I'm ready, so let us party for the night. In my rear view, I got a clear view, but if I did too, take a chance, I wanna dance, so I'ma ask if you a kid too. Here's the truth, I'm feeling nice and you looking right, so let's share the room. A cup of ice and a double shot of whatever's got me in the mood. It just feels good, living your life like you know that you should. Ride that wave, sip champagne, out for the night cause we just got paid. Club on slate, nothing to say, just good vibes, we live in a blade. Doing whatever we want on this ride. Loving this life, I'm ready for the night, I'm ready tonight. We've been hanging on for quite some time. It's gonna be a very long night, and I got everything, so now I feel right. If you're ready, then let us party for the night. If you're ready to have an awesome time, I'm ready, so let's party for the night. If you're ready to have an awesome time, I'm ready, so let us party for the night. We've been hanging on for quite some time. It's gonna be a very long night, and I got everything, so now I feel right. If you're ready, then let us party for the night. If you're ready to have an awesome time, I'm ready, so let's party for the night. If you're ready to have an awesome time, I'm ready, so let us party for the night. Bottles and bottles and bottles, I'm popping some bottles and more, doing the most. How can I stop when I'm going? As long as it's green, I'ma go. Let us get low, partying like I'm the host, all white like I'm a ghost. Just so you know, I am the life of the party. I'm so bright, I can just glow. Feel so good when you alive, tasting the airs, I breathe in the night. Let's take a flight, we can go high, Vegas to Cali or even Dubai. Don't ask why, just say yeah. Anywhere that you can think of, we there. Facing our fears as we go on this ride. Loving this life, I'm ready for the night, I'm ready tonight. We've been hanging on for quite some time. It's gonna be a very long night, and I got everything, so now I feel right. If you're ready, then let us party for the night. If you're ready to have an awesome time, I'm ready, so let's party for the night. If you're ready to have an awesome time, I'm ready, so let us party for the night. In my red
give you, I got a clear view, but if I did too, take a chance, I wanna dance, so I'ma ask if you a kid too. Here's the truth, I'm feeling nice and you looking right, so let's share the room. A cup of ice and a double shot of whatever's got me in this mood. It just feels good, living your life like you know that you should. Ride that wave, sip champagne, out for the night cause we just got paid. Club on slate, nothing to say, just good vibes, we live in a blade. Doing whatever we want on this ride, loving this life, I'm ready for the night, I'm ready tonight. We've been hanging on for quite some time. It's gonna be a very long night, and I got everything, so now I feel right. If you're ready, then let us party for the night. If you're ready to have an awesome time, I'm ready, so let's party for the night. If you're ready to have an awesome time, I'm ready, so let us party for the night.
All right, this block is all about working those stabilizing muscles in your upper body, especially those shoulders. This is definitely going to help prevent injuries while we're doing everyday movements. We do need a mini band for this block, and Dee Dee's already got the green one ready to go. So 4 total exercises that we're gonna continue to repeat for about 8 minutes. Our first exercise is going to be our iso squat with a front raise. So first thing, just like Dee Dee already did, you're gonna place that band around your wrists and then sit down into those heels. Feet are a little bit wider, keeping that chest up nice and proud. And we're gonna straighten those arms out. Nice and slow, you're going from shoulder to knee and back up to that shoulder. So focus on keeping that core nice and tight and working through your range of motion. The most important part, you're gonna keep those hands shoulder width apart and tension on that band the whole time. We've got 20 total here. Your next exercise, we are going to challenge that balance just a little bit. This is our standing balance bicep curl. So a little bit shorter range of motion for that bicep curl, but we are gonna work balance and coordination. Yes, we are at the same time. So standing set position, raising one knee to almost hip height. And then we are going to focus on squeezing that bicep at the top, bringing that thumb right to that collarbone or the front of that shoulder. Nice, slow, and controlled movements here. You've got 10 on one side, 10 on the other. Again, keep tension on that band the whole time. Next, again, a small range of motion. We've got our pull apart. So for this one, you're going to have your hands in a fist, but your palms are going to face towards the floor. We're going to really focus on, and actually, Dee Dee, why don't we turn to this side so we can see a little bit better? You really want to anchor those shoulder blades down into your back pockets. Again, small range of motion. So she's going to stretch that band apart. Again, small, concise, controlled movements, focusing on squeezing through the back of those shoulders and returning to that shoulder width apart with that band. We've got 20 total here. Again, focus on not collapsing those shoulders forward. So proud chest throughout that whole motion. Last one is our kneeling hip hinge low row. So we're going to place that band around the midfoot on one foot, stack that knee directly over top of that ankle. You can use your forearm to support as you lean forward in that hinge. We've still got that straight line though from your ear down to your hip. And just like you can see Dee Dee doing, we're driving that elbow towards the ceiling, really using those big back muscles here. We've got 10 on each side. So again, 4 exercises, 8 minutes. Let's get to work.
You can take my mind away with a snap of your fingers, and I can have that. My heart is sad but true.
on for quite some time. It's gonna be a very long night, and I got everything, so now I feel right. If you're ready, then let us party for the night. If you're ready to have an awesome time, I'm ready, so let's party for the night. If you're ready to have an awesome time, I'm ready, so let us party for the night. Bottles and bottles and bottles, I'm popping some bottles and more, doing the most. How can I stop when I'm going? As long as it's green, I'ma go. Let us get low, partying like I'm the host, all white like I'm a ghost. Just so you know, I am the life of the party. I'm so bright, I can just glow. Feel so good when you alive, tasting the airs I breathe in the night. Let's take a flight, we can go high, Vegas to Cali or even Dubai. Don't ask why, just say yeah. Anywhere that you can think of, we there. Facing our fears as we go on this ride. Loving this life, I'm ready for the night. I'm ready tonight. We've been hanging on for quite some time. It's gonna be a very long night, and I got everything, so now I feel right. If you're ready, then let us party for the night. If you're ready to have an awesome time, I'm ready, so let's party for the night. If you're ready to have an awesome time, I'm ready, so let us party for the night. In my rear view, I got a clear view, but if I did too, take a chance, I wanna dance, so I'ma ask if you a kid too. Here's the truth, I'm feeling nice and you looking right, so let's share the room. A cup of ice and a double shot of whatever's got me in this mood. It just feels good, living your life like you know that you should. Ride that wave, sip champagne, out for the night cause we just got paid. Club on slate, nothing to say, just good vibes, we live in a blade. Doing whatever we want on this ride. Loving this life, I'm ready for the night, I'm ready tonight. We've been hanging on for quite some time. It's gonna be a very long night, and I got everything, so now I feel right. If you're ready, then let us party for the night. If you're ready to have an awesome time, I'm ready, so let's party for the night. If you're ready to have an awesome time, I'm ready, so let us party for the night.
Lindsay, we don't have a whole lot of time on this block, so we're going to get to the core of the matter. All right, we got 5 minutes of work here, 4 exercises. You're going to need a medium weight object as well as a lightweight object for this block. We're going to start with 10 reps of a power sit-up. Arms fully extended, feet hip-width apart, explode, pulling that belly button to spine, knees into the chest. An option here, reduce your range of motion. Next up, we're going to take our medium weight object. In this case, we have some kitty litter. Shout out to Lindsay's cat, Rue. 20 total reps of a seated torso rotation. That object is next to our chest, nice and tall, rotating from the torso. Heels are anchored. Option, reduce your range of motion. We're going to take our lighter weight object, 10 total reps of an alternating single leg V-up. Arms fully extended, belly button to spine. We're raising one leg at a time, trying to make contact with the object. An option here, bend at the knee to reduce the lever. Last but not least, 20 total reps of a bicycle crunch, rotating from the torso. Think more shoulder, trying to make contact with that opposite knee. An option here, you can always drop down both heels, turn it into an alternating crunch. You've got 5 minutes of work. Go ahead and get started.
pushing on, keep bettering myself. Beat every obstacle, I don't need no one's help. Cause I'm fighting for it, I'm working towards it, I'm aiming on the stars. And I didn't give up everything to only get this far. Can't stop me now. Yeah, yeah, cause I'm just beginning, can't stop me now. I'm gonna push past the limits. No way that I'm gonna let nobody try to take me down. Can't stop me now. Can't stop me now. Can't stop me. Can't stop me. Can't stop me. Can't stop me. You know I give my all every step of the way. You know that I won't quit till everyone knows my name. Cause I sacrificed for this, my blood, sweat, tears, my life for this. So I'm gonna show them all, I don't care what they say. Cause I'm fighting for it, I'm working towards it, I'm aiming on the stars. And I didn't give up everything to only get this far. Can't stop me now. Yeah, yeah, cause I'm just beginning, can't stop me now. I'm gonna push past the limits. No way that I'm gonna let nobody try to take me down. Can't stop me now. Can't stop me now. Can't stop me. Can't stop me. Can't stop me. Can't stop me. Cause I'm fighting for it, I'm working towards it, I'm aiming on the stars. And I didn't give up everything to only get this far. Can't stop me now. Yeah, yeah, cause I'm just beginning, can't stop me now. I'm gonna push past the limits. No way that I'm gonna let nobody try to take me down. Can't stop me now. Can't stop me now. Can't stop me. Can't stop me. Can't stop me. Can't stop me. Can't stop me.
All right, we've reached the cool down. For this one, you're gonna use a towel. Dee, you already have
got
yours.
it.
Awesome. We've got 5 exercises here. We're gonna start with 20 seconds of an overhead reach. As you can see, Dee is holding on to the widest part of her towel. The wider your towel is, the deeper these stretches are gonna be. Bringing the arms overhead, nice deep breath, shoulders nice and tall, chest tall, really working those shoulders. You got a 20-second hold here, bring it down to reset. Next up, 20 seconds per side of a side bend. In that same overhead position, nice gentle lean to our side. You're gonna feel it more in your lats and your obliques. 20 seconds to one side, 20 seconds to the other. Now, we're gonna bring that towel behind us for a reverse shoulder stretch. Palms are facing back, shoulders nice and tall. Raising our arms behind us, you're gonna feel that stretch in your shoulders as well as your chest on this one. 20-second hold. Next up, we have our tricep stretch. Now this one happens to be a bit more of a combination stretch. You'll feel it in the shoulders as well as the triceps. We have one arm overhead, our other arm is at the small of the back, thumbs facing each other here. A great challenge, if you have good range of motion, you can bring your hands a little bit closer together. If not, you can bring them a little bit wider. You've got 20 seconds per side here. Next up, we're gonna go ahead and put the towel down. 20 seconds per side of a wrist and forearm stretch. Starting with our fingertips down, Dee's gonna gently draw those fingers towards her for 10 seconds. Then bring those fingers up towards the air. Same, pulling those fingers towards you. You've got 10 seconds in each position, then you'll switch sides. You earn this cool down. Enjoy it.